What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is Akefalos here, and today we are gonna be continuing our playthrough of Mass Effect 3, but we are gonna be taking a detour, a short detour, because this pertains to the playthrough regardless, but we are just gonna go ahead and touch on something that I find is very, very interesting in this game at this point. So, if you've read the title and the thumbnail by now, apparently there is a way to save Wrex and at the same time sabotage the Genophage cure. So this is, of course, if you are a more experienced player or you're very familiar with the Mass Effect storyline, you'll be thinking right now, what the hell is this guy talking about? This is absolute nonsense, absolute bullshit, absolute bullcrap, horseshit, whatever you like to call it, absolute, just pure nonsense that pure rubbish that he's talking about right now. But hang on for a second, hold your horses, bear with me for a bit, because I'm here to tell you that there is a way to sabotage the cure and save Wrex, but it involves taking advantage of the game's programming, of the game's code. So it's a bit I would say a bit cheaty. I would say a bit of a cheat, but I feel like we are not cheating because we are not altering the game somehow. We're just exploiting a bug in the game's programming. So yeah, how do we execute this bug? I'm gonna get to it right now. But first, if you guys going to enjoy this tutorial, be sure to leave a like and as well as hit that big red sub button down below. I'll be grateful and appreciative of your support, but most importantly, you won't miss when I upload the next episode or the next video here on my channel. I'll be sure to upload interesting bugs or interesting exploits that I find like this one, which can potentially benefit you. So be sure to stay tuned. So first of all, I must point out that this is working in Mass Effect 3. I do not know if this works in Legendary Edition. That is because I do not own Legendary Edition and I have no way of testing it on Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So for those of you who are playing this on Legendary Edition out there, give it a try. If it works, it works. If it does not work, I truly apologize. I can't do anything about it because there's no way for me to test it. So, yeah, this works in Mass Effect 3, and I will show it to you later. There will be a live footage, a live segment later of me doing the glitch in Mass Effect 3, so that you guys can judge for yourself, and at the same time just to prove it to you that I am not clickbaiting you and you guys can possibly follow along. Now, why in the hell would you want to do this bug in the first place? This is because say you are a renegade player in Mass Effect 3, or say you save Wrex in Mass Effect 1, but for some reason you don't want to cure the Krogan in Mass Effect 3. This is the perfect bug for you, because this guarantees you the Salarian support and this guarantees you the Krogan support as well. So I understand that this works with Reeve as leader. I'll get to that in a second. This could be gibberish for some of you who are new to the series or have not played Mass Effect before and are just looking to pick up the game for the first time. I understand that. Bear with me a second. For those of you experienced players, possibly just skip ahead into the live footage, or possibly me explaining the steps to skip ahead. But yeah, just to get things out of the way. So you can secure both the Salarian and Krogan support, provided that Urdnot Reeve is leader of the Krogan clans. Now, how do you get Urdnot Reeve as the leader? Wrex must not survive Mass Effect 1. So in order to determine all that, you're gonna have to play through Mass Effect 1, or if you want to get a more clearer picture without playing through the game yourself, possibly check out my playthrough of Mass Effect 1. Apologies for the self-promotion, but I'm just gonna have to get my name out there at the same time, as well as explaining to you how does this work out. Alternatively, you can also check out the fandom. I have no problems with that. So go ahead and check out how you are supposed to get Wrex to survive Mass Effect 1, and when he does survive Mass Effect 1, what happens in Mass Effect 2 also influences what's gonna happen here in Mass Effect 3. Now, in Mass Effect 2, you are going to meet a Salarian called Mordin Solus, and his loyalty quest involves curing the Genophage and whatnot. So, this point of time is, this is a very minor detail here. It doesn't really influence much, but I feel like it's important to note as well. So if you have Mordin Solus alive, alternatively, if Mordin Solus dies in Mass Effect 2, another Salarian replaces him in Mass Effect 3. But this isn't a major decision because the outcome is the same regardless. Regardless of whatever Salarian alive, it all hinges on whether Wrex survives Mass Effect 1. So bottom line, just to in a nutshell, to simplify things, in order to make sure that this bug works, you get to try out this bug for yourself. You have to make sure that Wrex survives Mass Effect 1. So jump forward into Mass Effect 3, which is where we are right now. Just a bit of a rundown, a quick little rundown. What you're gonna want to do is in Mass Effect 3. Make sure Wrex survives, and at the same time, you sabotage the cure in Mass Effect 3. So I'm gonna tell you the steps on how to do it, and how to how to sabotage the cure, and at the same time secure the Krogan support. So let's go ahead and take a look at the steps right now, and yeah, I'll also show you the live footage of me executing the glitch. So hopefully you guys are excited for that, and let's just jump right back into it. Alright guys, so this is the step of, these are the steps I should say, of how you are gonna avoid the Wrex confrontation aboard the Citadel. Now, this is not some well-kept secret or something. You can easily go ahead and search for this. In fact, I'll link the I'll link the source of this the steps here. It's actually from the Mass Effect fandom. I'll link it in the description below. You can easily go ahead and search it up through via the link. Or for some reason, if you want to do a simple Google search, just go ahead and search bypassing Wrex, or just key in priority the Citadel tree. It should come up for you. In fact, there should be a couple of forums that teaches you how to do it regardless. So yeah, you can possibly look up for the research on that, but I'm just gonna show you these steps because it's it's very nicely planned out here for me and for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through each one of these steps and you guys can play along. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna play the game normally, start up a new save, or start up a new game, whatever, do whatever you want. Just play the game normally, and you're gonna go ahead and play up to the point where you have to you have to do the entire Krogan and the Genophage thing. So at this point, what you're gonna do, still play the game normally, but when you reach the point where you have to cure or sabotage the Genophage, what you're gonna do is you are gonna sabotage the Genophage cure. So once you sabotage the Genophage cure, because this hinges on sabotaging the Genophage cure, by the way, you have to make sure that you sabotage the Genophage cure, and you have to kill the Solarian scientist. This is either Mordin Solus or Paddock Wix. Depends on whether Mordin survived Mass Effect 2, and it depends on whether I think it factors in whether you did his loyalty mission in Mass Effect 2. So I'm not really sure about that, but you have to kill the Solarian scientist here regardless. That is because that is basically the only option that's available if Wrex is alive, because if Wrex survived Mass Effect 1, you have to kill the Solarian scientist. That is just the way the game is programmed. There's no way around this. So yeah, you have to kill Mordin Solus or Paddock Wix, and with Wrex as the Krogan leader, you sabotage the Genophage cure. So from there on out, just proceed normally. Play the game as normally. Now at this point in time, I like to call this a grace period essentially, or maybe a grace period, I guess that's possibly the right term for it. So take this time to complete every single search and rescue operation or mission that is available to you. And as you can see here, I'm just doing a couple of quests and a couple of planet scannings on the screen right now. So yeah, just to show you guys what you're supposed to do and what I mean by by scanning operations and stuff. So complete all of that, speak to whatever NPCs you have to, and then you're gonna go ahead and do Priority Rannoch. You can do this after completing Priority Rannoch, but I just like to do it before Priority Rannoch so that I don't forget about it later on. We are all human after all, and we make mistakes. So yeah, we often forget things. So yeah, we are gonna go ahead and complete our Priority Rannoch. And once you're done with Priority Rannoch, save the Geth, save the Quarian, save both, whatever. It doesn't matter what you do at this point. The fate of the Quarians and the Geth doesn't influence what happens at this point in time. So once you complete Priority Rannoch, you should get a call from the Asori counselor saying that she wants to meet you on the Citadel. Now this is the Priority the Citadel 3 mission. This is the indicator that this is the point where you have the Wrex confrontation is coming up. So bear this in mind. Priority Citadel 3, the call with the Asori counselor is the indicator. And what you're gonna do here is, as the Wikipedia says, the fandom says, complete every mission on the Citadel, as opportunities to do so are very limited if you don't want Wrex to die. Now if you completed everything before this, you should be fine, but if you have a few left off, be sure to complete it off, because it's not that you can't complete it after. You can complete it, but as it says, the opportunities are limited. I'll explain that in a second. Now, moving on, step 4, have a Citadel mission available that deposits you straight to the Normandy after completion. Now, what does this mean is that what you're gonna want to have a mission that brings you back directly to the Normandy. So this could include Citadel Leviathan 1, Leviathan 2, Leviathan 3. I believe it also can include one of the Citadel missions as well, the Citadel DLC missions I'm saying here. So yeah, be sure to have at least one of these missions available. I highly recommend keeping the Leviathan missions because you don't want to do the Citadel missions early. I would suggest, for chronological reasons, keep the Citadel missions towards the end. Use the Leviathan missions to, as your ticket back to the Normandy. So, how does this work? What you're gonna do is when you're done with, when you head back to the Citadel, you speak to the Asari counselor and you complete whatever you need to, which is just speaking to whatever NPCs or speaking to whatever quest givers or whatnot. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and start up this next mission, the Leviathan mission or the Citadel mission, which brings you back directly to the Normandy. So go ahead and start up the Leviathan mission, complete that mission, and what you're gonna do is there should have an option for you to jump back straight to the Normandy. Select Normandy. Be sure to select Normandy at this point, guys. This is vital here. Be sure that you select Normandy and not anything else. So because if you select basically what's gonna happen here is I should probably explain this in detail. Basically what happens here is if let's say you're doing the Leviathan DLC mission, right? And you select by accident that you want to head back to the main Citadel and you just go to say maybe Presidium Commons or Presidium Embassies and stuff like that, you cannot start Leviathan 2 because it's essentially locked into Leviathan 1 now. So you have to make sure that you get it right the first time. You select Return to Normandy the first time, and then you head back to the Normandy, and you should be able to proceed everything up to you should have your game back up to normal at that point. So hopefully that makes sense. I hope my explanation makes sense to you guys. But if it does not, don't worry. I'm gonna show you how it works out in the live segment, which is after this part. But pretty much that is the steps of how to bypass Wrex's confrontation. You can, again, as I've said, take a pause of this video, take a screenshot of it, study it thoroughly, and hopefully you guys have formulate your own understanding of this segment. So yeah, hopefully it helps out for you guys. So anyway, let's get on into the live segment of this video, and I'm gonna show you how you do this, how you make use of this exploit in real time. Okay guys, as you can see, we are on Docking Bay D24. If I show you right here, Docking Bay D24, there we go, Normandy outside. So yeah, this is the point where you should have completed Priority Rannoch by now. If I can show it to you as well. There we go, Priority Rannoch completed, and you should have this mission, Priority to the Citadel, which is to go ahead and speak to the Asari Counselor. If I pull up the map, I can further prove that to you over here, of Counselor's Office, Asari Counselor. Again, I'm doing this live just to, prove it to you that this is not clickbait, and yeah, there will be no cuts for this segment. Maybe just, some speed ups, like, just 2 times the normal playback speed, just to save you some time. But there will definitely be no cuts, just to show you that everything is legitimate and I am not clickbaiting you. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and show you what happens if you head back through this door here first. What's gonna happen is when you head back through this door, when you want to head back to the Normandy, Wrex is gonna confront you here and you will be forced to kill him. So, what I'm gonna do is, before we do that, I am gonna take a save state here. So that we can load back at this point before triggering the Wrex confrontation, and I'm just going to show it to you as well. The save state is save 88 on the Citadel, 17 hours and 5 minutes played. This is an earlier save that I've played up to this point. So yeah, save 88. What we are going to do is we're going to head through this door and we are going to confront Wrex. Return to Normandy. This should trigger the event. There he is.
Wrex.
Shepard. Visitors are prohibited from bringing weapons into the...
What do you do?
We can provide you if think about it, Commander.
Where did you get?
Morden, what have you done?
We
Okay, so I skipped some of the dialogue there. That's because I want to save us all some time. Pretty much in this, when this event happens, what's gonna happen is you are gonna have to kill Wrex. It's gonna lock you into killing Wrex. Now, the whole point is avoiding this event. So unfortunately, we've already started this event, but it's all right. We've made the save state earlier. We are gonna load that save state. First, let me just clear through this entire dialogue first. I'm just gonna skip through all the conversation and just load up the game after. So just bear with me a second.
I still remember.
Let's skip through
It
everything.
should have been that this went back on Vermeer. But I made the mistake of trusting you, believing you were my friend.
Even gonna take the interrupts just to speed things up.
Ah! I know what you did.
What the hell pissed you?
He was a friend.
And let them...
Okay, so that is done. That segment is done. We're gonna wait for the load to complete first, and we are gonna go ahead and load up the save when this loading screen finishes. Should bring us back to the Normandy now. Okay.
Commander, Dr. Chapter.
Alright, so it does bring us back to the Normandy, but this is not what we want because we had to kill Wrex to get back to the Normandy. That is not what we want. What we want is to make sure Wrex survives despite sabotaging the Genophage, and we can still have access to the Normandy and continue on with the story. So we're gonna do just that. First of all, let's load up the save state that we made earlier before triggering the Wrex event, which is of course save state 88. So let's go ahead and load that one up. Wait for this to complete. Again, I'm not going to cut the video just so that you guys can see that I'm doing everything live and this is legitimate. So we can work this out. Alright, so here we are back on the Normandy after loading up save state 88. Now at this point, like I said, this is before we have confronted Wrex, right? So what we can do is we can still complete some of the quests that are available to us. I highly recommend completing everything before this, but obviously this is a this is a save that I just played for the sake of this particular tutorial, so I decided not to complete off everything. But just to show you that everything still can be completed at this point, at this stage, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and complete them. So just to show you that it still works, I'm gonna speak to this soldier here just to hand him his items.
I recovered Prothean data drives from Garvug.
There we go. As you can see, war asset updated. So that is the whatever that he required, and pretty much we've just to prove it to you that we can still complete we can still complete quests at this point in time. But that's not what we're after. We are after a way to save Wrex and at the same time maintain the Genophage sabotage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head down. We're gonna use the elevator, and we are gonna select either one of these two levels. Any level will do. Because you can, of course, venture to any of these levels freely, willingly, without consequences. Again, like I said, the main thing is to not head out Docking Bay D24. Docking Bay D24 is where you want to avoid at all costs. So that is what you want to do. You want to avoid Docking Bay D24. You can have access to free access to the entire spectrum of the Citadel. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select either Purgatory or the Presidium Commons. That is because there is a Citadel Rapid Transit Station there. The whole thing hinges on the Citadel Rapid Transit Station, by the way, I should add. The whole thing hinges on using the Citadel Rapid Transit Station to move around without triggering the Wrex event. So, I'm going to show you how to do it. Here we are in Citadel Rapid Transit. What you want to do is you want to head to one of these Citadel Rapid Transit shuttles over here. As you can see here, this is what you're looking for, a Citadel Rapid Transit shuttle. What I want to do is you want to activate this, and as you can see here, we can either return to the Normandy or we can select Dr. Bryson's lab. So as per the fandom, as per the Wikipedia, I'm just telling you how to complete it as per the fandom, by the way, with what I know essentially. So the fandom says you have to go ahead and start up a Citadel mission, and this mission, like I said, includes either the Citadel DLC or the Leviathan DLC, but I highly recommend it be the Leviathan DLC because as you can see here, this is the only one available for me right now. So we're gonna go to Dr. Bryson's lab. We're gonna start upload the Leviathan DLC. Again, Leviathan 1, Leviathan 2 or Leviathan 3 works regardless. It doesn't matter, but just make sure that for me at least, I prefer if you have at least Leviathan 2 and Leviathan 3 as backups, because in case you need to make a return trip to the Citadel at a later stage in time, at least you have 2 spare missions that allows you to head back to the Normandy. So we're gonna go ahead and head to Dr. Bryson's lab and start up the next mission, which is of course gonna be Leviathan 1. This is gonna be kind of long because there'll be some cutscenes, some dialogue options and stuff. Some stuff, but don't worry. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up everything using the playback speed, just two times the speed. Make it a speed things up for you just to save us some time. And I'm gonna show you how it works. Let's just wait for this loading screen to complete first. Let's skip through this if we can. Apparently we cannot. It's gonna just show us how we land on the Citadel and stuff. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip through all the cutscenes.
Investigate legend.
That's an interesting.
And the rest
So you're in it.
for the truth. What's that?
I'm gonna skip through the conversation as well. Not really too important, all this. I'm just gonna skip through everything like I said.
This is Commander Shepard. I need CSEC at my location now.
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Okay,
I'm fine.
let's skip everything.
What's happening? After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else.
It appears Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a
All
log
right.
from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Alright, we're done. So pretty much at this point, we have to complete the Leviathan DLC mission as usual. So just go ahead and complete this. I'm gonna double 2 times the speed for this just to speed things up for you guys and we save some time in the same time.
This must be your Garnet, although Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Okay, so as I said, we're just gonna speed things up here. Search lab for clues. Not really too important, like I said, because this just to show you guys how to do it. So I'm gonna speed things up. Alright, as you can see here, we have the option to return to Normandy, and this is exactly what we want, because once I interact with this, it's gonna bring us directly back to the Normandy. So just to prove it to you that this works, I'm gonna go ahead and interact with this real quick. And as you can see, we can select where we want to go. We're gonna select return to Normandy. Do not select Normandy Bay D24. This is very, very important. Do not by accident select Normandy Dock Bay D24. So we're gonna select return to Normandy. And it should, in theory, bring us back. Again, I'm not gonna cut the video. I'm not gonna cut the load screens. I'm gonna show it to you everything real time.
Commander, Dr. Chak was sent word that she'd like to speak with you
And
down
there we
there.
go. We are back on the Normandy, and as you can see, we have completely circumvented the Wrex event. The confrontation with Wrex. So this is a very, very nifty trick, a very, very good exploit to use, a very good bug to take advantage of if you are playing Mass Effect 3 or Legendary Edition yourself. Actually, I'm not really sure about Legendary Edition. Again, don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if this works in Legendary Edition. I am very sure that this works in Mass Effect 3, as you can see here. So, yeah, as I said, this is a very, very good bug to use if you want to if you want to get Wrex's support and at the same time get the Solarian support. To be frank, to be honest with you, if I were you, I would not go through all this hassle to make sure Wrex survives or and gets Solarian support at the same time. If I were you, what I would do is I would just forget about Solarian support, forget about sabotaging the Genophage, and just save Wrex as a whole. I think that would have been a better option. In fact, the Solarian support is completely negligible in the final fight for Earth, I think. In terms of value, I'm not talking in terms of storyline, I'm talking in terms of value. So yeah, that is that. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. This is a very interesting bug, if you ask me. It helps out a lot if you're lacking war assets and you need it in a pinch, or if you're playing as a renegade you're playing as a renegade and you just need the war assets. So it could be something useful that you might want to consider taking advantage of. But yeah, hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully you found this insightful. Hopefully it was helpful, and if you did, leave a like on this video, as well as hit that big red sub button down below. I'll be grateful and appreciative of your support. I'll be sure to bring to you any potential bugs or any exploits that I find in future. I'll definitely make a video on it and showcase it to you guys. But until then, yeah, hopefully this works out for you. Hopefully it helps. Again, I can't guarantee this works on Legend Edition. I can only promise you that this is gonna work in Mass Effect 3 because I am playing Mass Effect 3. So yeah, again, as I said, leave a like, hit that big red sub button if it helps, and if it did, yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Kevlo signing off. Peace.